nobody, and I mean nobody, prepared me for life in capital letters after school. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you're new here, my name is Ivy and I'm a lifestyle and beauty creator in Benin City, Nigeria. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome. Anyways, today I'll be doing something that is quite unusual from my usual videos. It's not really unusual, but I don't think I've done like a sit down talk video on this channel rather. I don't think I've done a sit down video, but today we're going to be rectifying that because we're going to be talking about all of the struggles that one faces immediately after graduation. Nothing serious, not to scare you, but anyways, we're going to be doing that and we're going to be doing my makeup alongside. So it's kind of like a get ready with me and chit chat collabo. Anyways, yeah, let's get into it. So first things first, we're going to be using the Vaseline lip balm to, you know, moisturize my lips because my lips are crusty. You know, when I was in nursing school, I always thought finishing school would be like the ultimate breakthrough for me, like ultimate door opener. I had this belief that once I'm done with school, that I have it all figured out and life will just go step like that. If you're a nurse in Nigeria, I'm going in with my Blossom moisturizer. If you're a nurse in Nigeria, you'd have come to realize that our life goes like this. Once you graduate, the next thing that is expected or required of you is what? Your internship. And then after your internship is your NYC, and then before you can start working like officially without having like all those 1 million oh yeah, not yet qualified, because until after your internship you don't get your permanent license here. Some people say they have, but I don't know how to do that. So this is the route that I know. I thought school was going to be like the ultimate door opener, the ultimate breakthrough for me, let me put it that way, but that's like not the case. Nobody, and I mean nobody, prepared me for life in capital letters after school. The confusion, the pressure, the not knowing what to do before the next step of life comes. Like I said, internship. It's been almost 6 months since I signed out of school, but I have not gone on internship because I have not done my induction. So now in these 6 months, I have just been, I don't even know. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. Now, like I was saying, nobody really prepares you for like the life after school, the pressure, the fear of thinking that you are wasting your life away. And you know the funny thing, everybody keeps asking, what's next? Even me, I don't know. The Avoir liquid concealer invisible coverage in the shade A70. Now a disclaimer, this video is not in any way to scare you that you are still in uni, you are still in high school and all of that. I'm not saying don't go to school, the life after school is suffer, please. That's not the point of this video. I'm just airing my own personal opinions and my struggles. But yeah, let's get back into it. Like, it's one thing to be a fresh graduate, and then it's another thing to be a fresh graduate in Nigeria. Like, every moment you already feel like as if you are wasting your life, because Look at the state of the country. Nobody gives a bloody damn if you are a fresh graduate. I'm sorry for my language, but nobody cares. Like nobody cares at all. Even you yourself, you feel guilty. That's not even an excuse for you to make yourself feel better. It is not in any way like a relief to say, oh, let me go easy on myself. I just graduated. No, my fall is 1.5. How now? Every day you wake up, like if you do not have a solid plan after graduation, that well, after resting for like a week or 2 weeks, this is exactly what I'm going to get into. It's not easy, to be quite fair and honest. Me, I'm a makeup artist. I'm also a content creator because I'm here, right? And throughout my entire stay in school, I always said, oh, when I graduate, I'm going to put in more effort into these things and actually grow them, right? But then the thing people don't realize is that it's easier to just fall in pace and fall in line with these things when you're already balancing them before. Like if you already had like a previous solid structure that was working for you as regards all of this, is very easy to just adapt and all of that. But for somebody like me that what do you call it, academic validation is not worse now, is extremely important to me. I tend to put away whatever it is that will interrupt with my academic life, and that's exactly what I did with makeup and with content creation. And so even when I knew that, oh, I have to do this, like I genuinely love content creation and all of that, even when I knew that, oh, this is how it has to be, I still took days off regardless, because like I could go months without posting, because at the time education was like way more important to me. It's not like as if I entirely regret it. I don't, because it paid off at the end, right? I graduated with a good grade. What I'm trying to say is that I wish I put in more effort then to actually strike a balance between all this and not just abandon it and focus on one first. Like it's easy when you already found like a balance in life, you already found a structure, and you are just falling in line now because it's one more thing off the chart, off the box. But that wasn't the case for me. Like I said earlier, I put off every other thing to focus on my school and all of that. So now being a fresh graduate, in like the first 1 month, it was all nice and fun. Like I'm really not doing anything again. I don't have to wake up at night to study. I don't have to do all of that. And if you know me, like people that know me, they already know that I don't like to stay idle. I don't like to just be there, not doing anything, not having anything to do. It makes me feel so unproductive, and it makes me feel like I'm losing my mind. And that's how I was feeling over time. And at a point, I just had to stand up and leave my father's house and then come back here, and I started taking students on makeup. Now this was in January, right? Because I signed out of school in October 17th to be precise, and then I started taking students in January because, like I said, I couldn't deal with it like anymore, not having anything to do, not having something to look forward to. Like when you're in school, you look forward to graduation, you look forward to signing out, so you're putting all your energy in there. But when you are now finally out, there is nothing to look forward to anymore. Like if there are no solid plans on ground, there is nothing to look forward to anymore. You're just living. And I feel like it also depends on like every individual, because some people are comfortable with that, while me, I was not comfortable with it. I am still not comfortable with it. But I guess that's just like my own personality, right? So I came back to my house, my place, and I started taking students for makeup classes. So I was teaching people how to do makeup. I was bringing models to my house and all of that. And to be quite fair and honest, it was like a very, very, very nice experience. I really loved doing that. It made me so happy. Avoid compact powder in shade 01. But yeah, like I was saying, I came back to my place and I started teaching people how to do makeup. I'd bring models to my place and you know teach them and all of that. And I did that for about a month, and it gave me a sense of purpose in that while. Mind you, I am still struggling with posting consistently, and I attribute it deeply to the fact that I was not able to find a balance with it when I was in school, and now it's now in my face. Like, I have all the time in the world, yeah, but to be disciplined enough to now actually do it is just so crazy that I am actually struggling with that, because that's not me. But yeah, now my honest advice for people who are still in uni and still in school: find your path, find your path in life, build on it until you from like now till you graduate. I promise you it's going to be like way easier when you already know exactly what you want to do. I was a little bit more relaxed because I had this notion that, oh, I'm in a professional course here. Once I am done, it's already set out what I'm going to do, internship, this, that. But life doesn't always work like in the exact way that we have it planned out. It doesn't always work that way for us. It doesn't always just fall into place like we have envisioned it and all of that. Most times it's different from what we have planned out. That's what happens. But that's one of my advice: find your path, build on it before you graduate. My number 2 advice would be, whatever you're already doing now, I promise you it's going to be best if you find a way to balance school and it. Like, your education is not suffering, at the same time what it is that you are doing now is also not suffering, is not lacking. Like, you've already put a structure in place to make everything work out. That is going to be so lovely. Like, after your graduation, you're going to realize like how important it is setting structure in place is. How important it is to set a structure in place. Yeah. Another thing I'd say is, especially if you're in Nigerian, or you are living in this country with us, find a way to make money while you're still in school and hold it firm like this. Because once you graduate, you see that money that your parents were giving you when you were in school, why do you really send you again? Like, they've done their part and it's over. Like, in my case now, I can still ask my father for money. Conveniently, but personally, I don't like it. Don't like it at all. I always feel like I shouldn't be doing this anymore. Like, you've done your part in training me through school. I should be figuring out life for myself now. But then, where I see the money to figure out life. being a being a fresh graduate, in fact, if being a Nigerian is already a lot. Now being a fresh graduate in Nigeria, that's double a lot. We're getting to the ending part of this makeup look. Anyways, for my regular lips. However ways if I'm making money, people should put me on. However legal ways, emphasis on legal. I have any regrets right now? I don't really think I do. Like, my major regret is me not balancing school, content creation, and being a makeup artist well. I was always letting one suffer over the other. What do you guys think? Do you think there's a way you can ever balance a couple of things that no one will suffer? I don't think there is a way. I feel like one will always suffer, but priority should always be given to the one that is most necessary at that moment, so that when you are done, this one is now in the shade 13. So that when you are done, you can find your way around it. Aside that, I don't think like there's any other thing I actually regret. Some people say they wish they had networked more, but me, I don't really see any. I don't know. I have good friends. I have my family. Some people wish they had participated more in school activities. Me, I participated in every school activity, not every share, but I tried my best to be available for every school activity. Like during my final year dinner, Thanksgiving, and all of those things, I made sure to participate and have the most fun that I would have as a person, because everybody has fun in different ways, but the way I would have fun, I made sure to have fun in that same way. Some people say they wish they had participated in politics more. Me, I don't wish that. I can never wish that. I do not like politics at all. I feel like it's unnecessary stress during school. Just come to school, have your fun, and go home. So anyways guys, these are like the things that I struggle with as a fresh graduate in Nigeria, or rather as a recent graduate in Nigeria. But slowly, day by day, I am learning to overcome these things. I am learning to find my path. I am learning to know my stance in life, and learning to just navigate life generally. One thing I would say is that don't pressure yourself. Give yourself time to actually know what you want to do, to actually know what path you are going on. Discover yourself, know yourself for you, know yourself for who you are. Don't just rush into something because everybody is doing it. Everybody is doing tech now as they finish school. You two are running to go and do tech. Everybody is into content creation. You two are running into content creation. It doesn't really work that way. You have to discover what works best for you and then stick to it. Marry it. But anyways, yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, I cannot express how much I love you. Thank you so much for sticking with me up until this point. Once again, if you have like any video ideas for me or videos you want to get from me, just drop it down in the comment section below. Yeah, bye guys. Anyways, how do you guys like my makeup? It's just a very simple, like 15-minute, 10-minute look, but I really love it so much. It's like one of my favorite makeup looks. But anyways, yeah, bye guys, see you in my next one. Mwah.